Hey guys, John here. I want to share 5 things that I wish Toyota would do with the Tacoma TRD Pro to improve it a little bit. So as a TRD Pro owner, I have some value in this conversation, but the first thing is going to be the powertrain. Now, what do I mean by that? So this thing comes with a standard 2.4 liter turbocharged hybrid powertrain, making a good bit of horsepower, 326 and 465 foot-pounds of torque. Now that's a lot for a little truck, and the truck drives great. However, Toyota teased us with the X-Runner concept at SEMA. They stuffed the Tundra engine into a Tacoma platform, 3.4 liter twin turbocharged V6. Hello, Ranger Raptor, am I right? So this truck performs great off-road. The engine's plenty powerful, but for it to compare itself to a Ranger Raptor, it would be cool to set the bar above and beyond and make this Pro absolutely nuts with that V6 from the Tundra. It doesn't even have to be the fully spec'd out one. It could be maybe a detuned one like you have in the SR, but I don't think that that should be the route. I think they should just take that V6 and put it into this Tacoma. Before we get into item number 2, I want to talk about my good friends over at 6 Element Engineering. They are making tons of products for these new Toyota vehicles. We're talking 4th gen Tacoma, Land Cruiser, the new 6th gen 4Runner, and the 3rd gen Tundra. Mainly performance parts, but they're also going to be doing some accessories as well. They just got in 3 pallets of trail pipes for the new 4th gen Tacoma. So if you're tired of your exhaust hanging super low, kind of fearing out that you're going to get hit on the trail with your exhaust, they have tons of them in stock. Super high quality stuff. We installed it on Ryan's 4th gen Tacoma. They also have intakes. If we want to hear them turb ski noises, they got intakes over there on their site, and they recently just had my Land Cruiser in there as well, developing stuff like intercoolers, intakes, front recovery hooks, all of that. So I will leave a link to their website in the description if you want to outfit your vehicle with some of 6 Element Engineering stuff. Let's get to reason number 2. Now that leads us to thing number 2, price. Ranger Raptor is significantly less than this truck, and it is also a lot better on paper. And the journalists and creators here at these events that get to go to multiple other brands, they also state that it's a lot better of a truck than the Tacoma TRD Pro, both off-road and on-road. Plenty of power with it. The live valve shocks are great with it too. And it's just a rowdy truck. This truck, while the TRD Pro is great for what it is now, it's not like the 3rd gen TRD Pro where it was just a glorified, TRD off-road with some bits and pieces on it. This one's actually pretty good, and it gets down for sure. But it would be cool if Toyota was somehow able to lower the price. Now, I know that they aren't. Because that would just cut all TRD Pro owners' values, just cut it by like $6 grand, which would be absolutely atrocious for resale value. However, they should have just not made this thing so expensive. And so I know that's not going to be a thing for them to do in the future, but lowering the price on this would be ideal for some people. Now, what sets this thing apart from the other TRD Pros of the past? Well, we have Fox QS3 suspension, which it would be nice if it was a live valve, right? It would be nice to have live valve suspension like we do in the Ford Ranger. However, back here, so reason number 3, and something I wish that Toyota would change, is maybe these isodynamic seats. You have absolutely zero room back here in the back of this Tacoma for rear occupants. Now, Toyota claims that this is a me truck. It is just for me the driver, to go and have fun with, which that's fine. But we're not Bajaing this thing every single day. So this kind of ties into my last thing of price. I'm not 100% sure how much these seats are, but it would be cool. I know they're not $6,000 seats, but it'd be cool maybe to have an option of the TRD Pro without these seats, and maybe bring the price down. And if they want to have that crazy high price, maybe include these seats. Maybe let's lose a couple options like these seats and also the rear ARB bumper. We don't really need this, right? It's very cool to have. It's a nice steel bumper, but maybe we can combine number 3, losing some of these parts, and also those seats to lower the price with number 2. So the ISO seats, they're good. They do their job off-road, but I don't really think that they are absolutely needed for the Tacoma. Plus, too, they're not even automatically reclining. They're just like this little doodad right here. And it's like, it's not the most comfortable seat for daily driving. Again, incredible off-road, but not the best while daily driving. Now, number 4, I know we kind of already touched on it, but if they're gonna keep the price pretty high, let's upgrade the suspension a little bit. So these Fox QS3 shocks that we have on this, now while they are good, you have the nice candy red upper control arms. In order to change it, you see these little dials right here? So I have to physically get under each spot in this truck to turn the dial. On all 4 corners. What the heck, bro? $63,000 and I have to get on the ground like a peasant and change my suspension? The Ford has live valve shocks. I feel like that's something that could be coming in the future for the TRD Pro, especially for this demanding price that it does have. But yeah, in order to change it from 2, because 2 is what you would daily drive it on, 1 is, I believe, a little bit softer, and 3 is a little bit stiffer. So depending on your terrain, you may have to get underneath your vehicle and manually adjust the shocks. While a lot of the competition, it's all live valve. And I'm sure there's a reliability thing here, right? It's Toyota at the end of the day. That's what we're talking about. Manually controlling your shocks, getting the most out of them. I'm sure that's Toyota's reasoning. However, at a price of $63,000 when your competition, one, undercuts you by a lot, and they also have live valve and a V6 in their Ford Ranger. GM also has their live valve suspension as well in their higher end products. It'd be cool with this Tacoma standing up there at that same kind of price to have live valve suspension. Now, reason number 5 is gonna come on inside. Now, unfortunately, I don't think that we have the keys to these vehicles here at HQC. We don't. But I want more of this truck saying that it's a TRD Pro. You know, the graphics of the Raptors, they say Raptor everywhere. The graphics of the GM products, or I'm sorry, the graphics of like a Ram RHO or TRX, when you fire that truck up, you see the graphics everywhere. You know that you have a more off-road focused, ready, higher end vehicle. The Toyota products, it's just a general Tacoma, right? Which makes you feel that this truck was obviously just built as a TRD Pro, but then all these other parts were just kind of thrown onto it later, like at the port and stuff. So I think like Toyota did a good job, you know, making it a Pro interior with it saying Toyota right there. All the red stitching, the technical camo in the seats, the TRD right here at the bottom of the steering wheel with the kind of offset little center line right here, right? Like we know this is a TRD Pro. But then when you utilize the graphics on the screen, you see the truck and the 360 camera view on this, it ain't a TRD Pro. It's just a normal Tacoma. So it's just a company giving it that little extra that you feel like as a consumer that you deserve because you paid a lot extra for this vehicle. So those are my 5 reasons, guys. In all honesty, I had to stretch for the other 3. Like price, whatever, it's a big thing. It'll probably never change unless Toyota makes a more cheaper version of the TRD Pro with losing some of these things, right? A V6 would be very cool to have in this to really compare it to a Ford Ranger Raptor. And then all those other bits that I mentioned, they're not the end of the world, but they are pretty nice things to have in a TRD Pro asking a premium price tag. So guys, I appreciate you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, see you later.